Ooh. Alrighty. Back to learning Bahasa Indonesia part 6 now. So I'm coming up to 3 hours of trying to learn Bahasa, which is more than I originally started. I'm using warungready.com. I just went and had dinner at a warung in Ubud, and I did all my ordering in Bahasa Indonesia, which was very nice. I picked up a Bali Hai draft beer. I'm completely out of snacks now, so we've demolished all of that, and it is time to finish this course because I said I would finish it today, and I will finish it today. Like maybe not today. It's 10:30 at night now. I started this at almost 6, and obviously took like an hour break and came back. So let's continue. How much altogether? Ooh, how much is berapa semuanya? Berapa semuanya? Okay, let's pump through this. Yeah,
Berapa
nice.
semuanya?
Nice, got it. That's enough, thank you, which is cukup. No, that's not it. It's cukup, makasih. Cukup, makasih. Okay, so for whatever reason, I think that recording is a little bit. Yeah, cukup, makasih.
Cukup, makasih.
Okay, cukup, cukup, makasih. Okay, so we got that one. Well, we nearly got that one. Paying, please. Okay. If I'm paying for something, please would just be yeah, because it tells us up the top that it is going to be casual. I'm actually not sure how we're saying paying. So let's see what it is. Bayar, yeah. Okay. Let me just look Bahasa to English. Okay, that's funny. Thinks it's Malay. I'm gonna put Indonesian. What's it? Pasar. Not pasar, bayar. So if I look up the word bayar, okay, bayar means pay. It's just so pay, please. Bayar, yeah. Okay, so in the context of me being at like a restaurant, I've had my meal. I guess I go up to the kind of the person at the counter or the server, and I say bayar, yeah. Okay, so I think I only knew how to say please there. So I'm going to put no idea. Plain water is air putih. Is air putih.
Air putih.
Awesome. How much altogether is berapa semuanya? Berapa semuanya? So berapa being how much and semuanya being like all of it.
Berapa semuanya?
Awesome. Paying is bayar ya. Bayar ya. It's not like it says paying in English, but really it's just pay please. Like, can I pay? Bayar ya.
Bayar? Ya.
Awesome. Cool. That's enough. Thanks. Which was cukup, makasih. Cukup, makasih. Cukup, makasih.
Cukup, makasih.
Awesome. Look at that. Sweet iced tea is. So I know the word for sweet is manis. So I think it's just going to be este manis. Este manis. Este manis. Awesome. That is so good.
Es teh manis.
Yeah, nice.
Manis.
Plain water, air putih. Air putih. Bayar ya. Bayar ya. Awesome. Este manis. Este manis. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Okay, we're on to the next one. So I think the
Makan di
warung.
sini atau bungkus?
We're not done. Okay. Okay, so right. Now we're playing being in the warung. So it says they speak and you speak back.
Makan di sini atau bungkus?
Makan di sini atau bungkus? They're asking you, where are you going to? Are you going to eat here or do you want takeaway? So it's the classic. Okay, makan di sini. So I said
Makan sini.
makan, not di sini. I made a mistake.
Makan
Makan
sini.
sini or bungkus ya.
Bungkus? Ya.
So if you want takeaway, it's bungkus ya. If you're eating here, it's makan sini. So I nearly got it.
Pedas.
Pedas. Ooh, so pedas is spicy. So you might get asked like how much chili you want. Okay, I'm gonna say I like spice. So saya. So I could say pedas. I could say, what was the word for small? I'm gonna look that one up. I think if it was a little, it was sedehit. So I could say sedehit if I just want a small amount. If I say I like spice, I could say saya. I think it was saya suka. Saya suka. Saya suka pedas. Let me just double check this one before we respond. Saya suka. Yes, so I like spice. Saya suka pedas. So I said I like spice when they asked me. But yeah, pedas, you say boleh,
Boleh.
which means, I guess, yes. And jangan pedas ya.
Jangan pedas. Ya.
So I probably just responded in maybe a very unnatural way. Like somebody asked me if I want spicy or spice, and I've told them I like spice, which I guess serves the same effect as saying boleh. So I guess boleh is like, sure, you're agreeing. So pedas, boleh, if you want something spicy. If you don't want it to be spicy, jangan pedas ya. So jangan meaning no spicy. So
Pakai
nearly.
telur?
Pakai telur. I don't know what pakai means. I know what telur means. Telur is egg. The reason why I know telur means egg, for example, this bag of kacang atom I had, coated peanuts, you can actually get this in like telur flavor. So it's like an egg flavored peanut coating. It's quite nice. So I know what, I don't know what
Pakai
pakai
telur?
means. Pakai telur. Maybe they're asking me if I want eggs. Let's look up what pakai means. Pakai. Pakai telur. Use eggs? Maybe that. I don't know what I'd say back. Boleh? Okay. So, pakai telur. They're asking whether they should put eggs into the meal. I guess some people are vegetarian or vegan and might not eat these things. So, pakai telur, which means they're asking you if you want eggs with your meal. So, pakai telur. If I want eggs, I say boleh. Nggak usah, which is I don't want.
Nggak usah.
Nggak usah. Say nearly.
Minum apa?
Minum apa? What's minum apa? I think minum means drink. Minum apa? I would say, let me just check that one. Minum? Yes. So you'll see the word minum or minuman. Let me just look that one up. Minuman. Yeah. Minuman. It just means drink. So minum apa? What would I say back to that? So like they say what drink? I would say, you know what? I would say Bali Hai satu. Bali Hai satu, which is what I'm having now. There you go. You see? And look at the answers they've given.
Es teh manis 1.
Este manis satu and
Air putih aja.
air putih aja, which means I just want water. Cool. So that's
Sudah?
fine.
Cukup?
Sudah cukup. Sudah is already, like have you already done something? And cukup is have you had enough? Sudah cukup. I would say boleh. Boleh. Okay. This makes sense. I guess me responding boleh was like if somebody says, have you had enough? And you say, sure, maybe that's an okay response. But I guess in this case, sudah is like, have you already eaten? And you could say, sudah makan. So you say sudah. And then if they say cukup, enough, you say cukup, makasih. Okay, right. So now that I'm thinking through this scenario, this probably makes much more sense than me saying boleh back. So if somebody says sudah with the intonation, so I'm going to say this one, I was a bit too slow. Okay. Yang ini ya. Yang ini ya means this one, please. Or that one, please. Yeah. So it seems to be like it was ini is this and itu is that. I don't know if maybe they're actually interchangeable. I'm not 100% sure. Yang ini ya. That one, please. Sedikit aja, which means just a little. So if somebody says pedas, like they ask you spicy, and you could say sedikit aja, just a little. Awesome.
Yang itu juga.
Yang itu juga. That one. Oh, see, here they're using yang itu. Juga. Juga meaning just that one. So the glass case were wrong. Okay, so yang itu juga, just that one. Oh, not just that one, that one too. Okay.
Yang itu juga.
So I might be pointing at something at the shop. Like I might be, let's say I wanted to buy that painting behind me. I would say yang itu juga. Okay, that makes much more sense. Cukup makasih, which is enough, thanks. Great. Okay, so now we have another scenario. We need to build the master pattern from the end, drill what you hear back, and then run the whole script. So your line, the vendor speaks, you answer out loud.
Permisi, Bu. Ada nasi goreng?
Permisi Bu, ada nasi goreng. So, excuse me ma'am, do you have nasi goreng? Do you have fried rice? Permisi Bu, ada nasi goreng. Permisi Bu, ada nasi goreng. Goreng. My bad.
Permisi, Bu. Ada nasi goreng? Ada. Makan di sini atau bungkus?
Ada. Makan di sini atau bungkus? So atau is like or. So ada. So she's saying I have. Remember, ada can be a question. It's also like if you say it without the intonation. So ada makan di sini atau bungkus? So I'm just going to Google that word ada. Yes, it means or. Bungkus ya. Bungkus ya. Bungkus ya.
Pedas.
Pedas. So now they're asking you, do you want spicy? And I think I'm gonna say sedikit aja, just a little. Pedas sedikit, pakai telur boleh.
Pedas sedikit. Pakai telur? Boleh.
So you're saying pedas sedikit, so just small amount of spice, with an egg, please. Pedas sedikit, pakai telur boleh. Pedas sedikit, pakai telur boleh.
Minum?
Minum, so drink. And I'm going to say Bali Hai satu. And according to the course, it's es teh manis satu, which is one sweet iced tea.
Es teh manis 1.
Es teh manis satu. Es teh manis satu. Okay, that's cool. It's like I like how this works. We're going through basically an interaction of me speaking, the shopkeeper speaking, and I realize I've probably heard this line many times, makan di sini atau bungkus. But I've probably just pointed and said here, like I've worked out what somebody's trying to say. So ada, so let's listen to it. Permisi
Permisi,
bu,
Bu. Ada nasi goreng? Ada. Makan di sini atau bungkus? Bungkus? Ya.
Pedas.
Pedas sedikit. Pakai telur? Boleh. Minum?
minum.
Es teh manis 1.
That is cool. That's it. They say, and they give you your food. Done. Awesome. Berapa semuanya? So you're saying how much for all of this? Because I've got my, what do I have? I ordered nasi goreng satu pakai telur pedas sedikit. So I had nasi goreng with an egg and just a little bit spicy, and es teh manis satu, and I had iced tea. So I want to know berapa semuanya, how much was everything?
Berapa semuanya?
Berapa semuanya? Berapa semuanya?
25.000.
Okay, now this, I don't know all of this, but I know dua is 2. So satu, dua. I actually know lima is 5. So I think we're going to get to numbers later. So
25.000.
25,000. So ribu is 1,000. Is it 1,000? Yeah, it's 1,000. 20 is like 12. So 12. Oh, no. 20. No, pulu is like the tens unit. So it must be 25,000. 25,000.
25.000.
So it's 2, 10, 5,000. So 25,000. Makasih ya, Bu.
Makasih ya, Bu.
I would just say like makasih, makasih Bu. Makasih ya, Bu. Makasih ya, Bu. Cool. Awesome. Okay, that was like a really nice kind of us going through a script of being at a warung. So that was quite handy. Your lines faded, the vendor speaks, and you answer. Aha. Now we're trying to remember the scenario we just did. Okay, so I get what we're doing. I can see how this is like, that was past 1. Okay, so I'm going to say, I want to know if they have nasi goreng. So I say, permisi Bu, ada nasi goreng ya? Permisi Bu, ada nasi goreng ya? Oh, don't know if I should have said ya at the end. I don't think so.
Ada. Makan di sini atau bungkus?
Yeah.
Permisi, Bu. Ada nasi goreng?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm asking if they have nasi goreng. And she says, ada makan di sini atau bungkus? And I'm going to say, makan sini. Makan sini. Makan sini ya. So I want to eat here, please. Makan sini ya.
Pedas.
In this case, the line was actually bungkus ya. So if they want to take away, but for now, imagine I'm eating here. Pedas. And then I'm going to say, I remember in the scenario, it was pedas sedikit. And I wanted an egg. So, pakai telur ya. Pedas sedikit, pakai telur ya. Pedas sedikit, pakai telur ya.
Minum?
So I should have said pakai telur boleh, but I think yeah is fine. Now I've been asked by the vendor, who's a woman because we're using bu. She said minum, and I'm going to say este manis satu. Este manis satu. Now I should have put a ya on the end to be extra polite. Oh, yeah.
Es teh manis satu.
They give it to me and I say, makasih, berapa semuanya? Makasih, berapa semuanya? Okay, so I've said thank you and how much is everything? Makasih.
25.000.
25.000. It's 25,000. I give the money and I say, makasih. Oh, makasih abu. Makasih abu. Makasih abu. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so cool. We went through the scenario and now we're I guess the vendor only speaks audio, so we don't have their lines anymore. Okay, so I see where this is going. We're building the scenario each time we do this, which is pretty cool. So it's a bit confusing at first, but starting to make a bit of sense. So audio only. So I want a nasi goreng. So I said, permisi bu, ada nasi goreng. Permisi bu, ada nasi goreng.
Ada. Makan di sini atau bungkus?
Bungkus ya. Bungkus ya.
Pedas.
Pedas sedikit. Pakai telur ya. Pakai telur boleh. Pedas sedikit. Pakai telur ya. Pakai telur.
Minum?
Es teh manis satu. Es teh manis satu. Es teh manis satu. Okay, so they give me the food. Berapa semuanya? Berapa semuanya?
25.000.
Makasih ya bu. That was a bit unnatural. Makasih ya bu. Makasih ya bu. There we go. Like the gap is just my brain thinking. Cool. Awesome. That was actually really cool. Okay, so I think this is the last part of the Warung part of the module. 90 seconds, no notes, only what you miss goes back on deck. So I think this is just screen goes blank and we keep learning. So what do we learn at the so pedas pedas sedikit, pakai telur, which means I want an egg. Pakai telur boleh, which is sure, give me an egg. I can say nasi goreng ada, which means do you have nasi goreng? I can say permisi bu, which means I'm saying excuse me to a woman who's older than me, but it could also be a man who's working. So I might say permisi pa, and I might say murtabak or murtabak choco. Murtabak choco ada. Do you have chocolate murtabak? So a murtabak is like a Indonesian pancake. It's delicious. You can find it on the roadsides at night. It's great. They might say minum. So what do I want to drink? I would say, no, I'm not going to use the iced tea. I'll go back to my Bali Hai. So I'm going to say Bali Hai satu. And then I want to pay my bills. So I'm going to say berapa semuanya. And then they'll tell me the price and I'll say makasih. They might also ask me whether I want to eat at the restaurant or takeaway. So they'll say makan di sini, atau bungkus. So do I want to eat here or do I want to take food away? And I could say bungkus or makan di sini. Okay, let's go. Ada nasi goreng.
Ada nasi goreng?
Awesome. Nasi goreng satu ya, which means one.
Nasi goreng satu? Ya.
Bungkus.
Bungkus.
Takeaway. Makan sini.
Makan sini.
Jangan pedas, which means not spicy. This one might actually be really important. I know a lot of people don't like spice or they don't like things being too spicy. So jangan pedas ya.
Jangan pedas? Ya.
Pedas sedikit, if you want a little.
Pedas sedikit.
Saya suka pedas.
Saya suka pedas.
Now, I think I actually used this as an answer in one of the previous exercises, so this is good. We can do sedikit aja, which means just a little. Yang itu juga, which means that one too. I could say cukup makasih, which means I've had enough and thank you. Berapa semuanya, we got this one. This was an important line. Bayar ya, this is like when you're paying or you want to pay. So can I pay please? And if you want air putih is plain, you want some plain water, great, air putih. And este manis, which is sweet iced tea. Awesome. So I think that was really cool. And before we go, they want us to say, ada nasi goreng.
Ada nasi goreng?
Ada nasi goreng. Awesome. Cool. So that was a really cool exercise. So this is like the warung. I think like looking at what's left, there's drinks, the compliment engine, and then like a cold call, which is, I guess is revision. Let's actually see how we're doing on progress. So I'm like 44% of the way done. So I've still got quite a bit, but this is really good. I'm definitely enjoying this. Like it's obviously taking me more than 2 hours, but I think for somebody going to Indonesia, it might be worth actually just sitting down and doing something like this and getting yourself up to like a basic proficiency. So you kind of hit the streets and you're ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna go drink some more beer and then we'll get started on the next exercise.